This is the college football playoff first round presented by Allstate. From historic Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, in front of well over 100,000 people. The number 10 seed, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 7 seed, the Texas A&M Aggies, here in the home of the 12th man. Historic Kyle Field, one of the great venues in all of American sport. For both the Canes and the Aggies, their first appearance in the college football playoff. This edition got off to a thrilling start last night. Alabama rallied from 17-0 down to beat Oklahoma. The Tide's going to take on the number 1 seed Indiana in the quarterfinal in the Rose Bowl. 2 other first-round games later today. Tulane's at Ole Miss, James Madison at Oregon. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. I'm Sean McDonough, along with Greg McElroy. Delighted to have you with us for the start of a great day of college football and a compelling matchup to get us started today. Greg, both coaches agree, Mike Elko and Mario Cristobal. This game is going to be won or lost along the line of scrimmage. They're both built to play that way with outstanding offensive and defensive lines. When Miami has the ball, job one, dealing with Cassius Howell, the defensive player of the year in the Southeastern Conference, and it helps Miami to have the best tackle along their offensive line. What a matchup that's going to be. I mean, NFL draft scouts will turn this tape on first because Cassius Howell has been a game wrecker this year. He's amazing. Lines up on the end of the line of scrimmage, has great speed, has great power, and they can absolutely use him on first, second, and third down. But Francis Maui-Noa has been one of the best tackles in football the last few years. But A&M coaches do wonder, has he seen a pass rusher that is as capable as Cassius Howell? And we'll find out today. And Mel Kiper has Maui-Noa top 5 pick in the NFL draft. Job one for Maui-Noa and a terrific offensive line. Protect Carson Beck. Hard to believe this is his first college football playoff start here today. And job one for him, get the ball to Malachi Toney, the electric freshman who's become one of the great playmakers in the country. And Carson Beck's played the best football of his career in the month of November. I mean, really accurate. But a big reason why things have changed for the Hurricanes is how creatively they've used Malachi Toney. They've implemented a wildcat package that puts him at quarterback. They'll put him at running back. He'll play his traditional spot in the slot at wide receiver. He can do it all. And pound for pound, I think he's one of the best freshman football players I've seen in covering the sport in the last decade and change. Miami's here because their defense is better than it was a year ago. Up front, they have 2 first-team All-ACC players. Ruben Bain, the defensive player of the year in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Both of these guys are probably going to be first-round NFL picks. I think it's the best tandem of defensive ends in college football. And to take a peek at it, we'll look at today's Amazon Spotlight. Ruben Bain's going to get a ton of attention. He's so violent, and he's going to be working a lot of times with help. The running back, the tight end, will help out with him, which allows one-on-one for Mesidor, who can absolutely win on the other side. But when it gets really difficult is when they're on the same side. Mesidor can slide down to defensive tackle if he likes the matchup against the guard. And now you have 2 of the best pass rushers in the country on one side of the offensive line. That will be remarkably difficult, but they're going against an A&M group up front that is also outstanding, Sean. That Maroon Goons offensive line has given up the fewest tackles for loss of any O-line in the country this season. Texas A&M, home of some of the great traditions in all of college football. So many of them very interesting that they have to come the night before for yell practice to make sure they have it all straight. And they're ready for one of the biggest games in the almost century-long history of this stadium. Mike Elko leads his team toward the field. Has done a remarkable job here in his second season as head coach. They started 11-0, rose to number 3 in the country, lost their regular season finale, the rivalry game at Texas, dropped to number 7. Like Miami, they have a win over Notre Dame. That is the biggest win on their resume. The season highlighted by a come-from-behind win after falling behind 30-3 here against South Carolina. They were 7-0 here at home, but they did not play a ranked opponent as part of their home schedule. And the Miami Hurricanes making their way onto the field. 10-2 in the regular season. Their chances for making the college football playoff looked slim when they were 6-2. That came after a 5-0 start when they rose to number 2 in the country, but lost 2 of the next 3 to Louisville and SMU. Turnovers a major problem in those losses for Mario Cristobal's team. But then decisive wins over the last 4 against lesser competition, all of them by at least 17 points. And they won the close call for the final at-large spot in this college football playoff. Chosen ahead of Notre Dame largely by virtue of their head-to-head win against the Irish in the season opener. Beautiful day here in College Station. Miami and Texas A&M ready to go in this college football playoff first round game. You've been watching the Amazon Kickoff.